everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a haul video. I bought a few products recently from Nykaa. They are having the Republic Day sale right now, and I've been thinking about kind of expanding the range of brands that I use in my makeup videos. So I've bought quite a few makeup products, and pretty much all of these are from drugstore brands, and I have just two skincare products, two things that I really wanted to try out. So I hope you will enjoy this haul video. Let's get started. So I've got all my products in this Nykaa pouch here, as well as in this Bobbi Brown box behind. Now, in case you did not know, Nykaa has also launched Bobbi Brown online in India. So now Nykaa has all the Estee Lauder brands online: MAC, Clinique, Estee Lauder, as well as Bobbi Brown. During every sale, Nykaa introduces a new pouch which you get free when you buy products above rupees 3,500. So this time it's this really nice kind of dusty rose pouch, and the material is really nice. It feels really soft, somewhat like leather, but I'm pretty sure it's not leather, but it has kind of that feel. So in skincare, I picked up two products. Both of these are from Kiehls. The first product is their Hydra Plumping Retexturizing Serum Concentrate. It comes in a white bottle like this, and this basically helps in plumping and smoothing the skin. It contains 15% glycerine and shiso leaf extract. I actually had a sample of this from some I don't know from where. I think it was from a visit to the Kiehls store, where I had mentioned that I have really dehydrated skin. So the lady at the store, she'd given me a small tube of this serum, and it's actually the most hydrating thing I've ever tried. I used it once before sleeping at night, and I woke up and my skin just felt so smooth. I decided to buy the full size. And then I also picked up the Cilantro and Orange Extract Pollutant Defending Mask. Now, Kiehls has introduced two new masks. One I think has something to do with turmeric. It's like an orange one, and this is a green one. Now, the good thing about these masks is that they come in two sizes. You've got a 28 ml, and I think the bigger size is 50 ml. So this is a lot cheaper than the bigger size. And someone like me who likes having a lot of different kind of masks to try out, this is perfect. It's the perfect size. It's not so small that you only get like 4 or 5 uses out of it, and it's not so large that it takes forever to use up. So I picked up this mask. I've used this only once. I used this last night, and it's pretty thick. Like, I've tried a few different kinds of sleeping masks and sleeping spa kind of products by now, and this feels a lot thicker, but it does kind of sink in into the skin after about 10 minutes of application, and it does hydrate quite nicely. But it's still really early to tell because I've only used it once. So I'm going to try it a little more and then review this if you'd like to see a review. So those are the two skincare products I picked up, both from Kiehls. Moving on to makeup, I picked up two primers from NYX. This is their Hydra Touch Primer. It's meant to be a moisturizing primer, and since my skin has been quite dehydrated in these winters, I thought I'll try something that's quite hydrating. And I haven't tried NYX primers in a very long time, so I wanted to give these a try. And the second one I picked up is the Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer, and this is the green tinted one. So this is meant for skin that is prone to redness. So green is going to basically neutralize the redness on the face, and I get quite a bit of redness because my skin is prone to breakouts and it gets a bit red easily. So I'm really excited to try this out, how this works for my skin. So those are the two primers by NYX. And once again from NYX, I also picked up a few more products. I picked up their eyeshadow base, and this is basically an eye primer, and this is the tinted variant. I think the shade is called Skin Tone. So this is basically a tinted eye primer. It gives a bit of coverage, so if you have veins or darkness on the eyes, this helps neutralize that. And then it also helps extend the wear of your eyeshadow. It helps your eyeshadow look more intense. So this is something I wanted to try from a very long time, and it used to be sold out a lot. So I'm really happy I finally got my hands on this. And another thing I picked up from NYX is their Proof 8 eyebrow primer. I think, yeah, this is their waterproof eyebrow primer, and this is something that can help hold your eyebrow product in place. So you're supposed to use it with the applicator, run your fingers over it, and then apply whatever eyebrow product you're going to use, and this is just going to help it last longer. I've never tried an eyebrow primer before, so I was just a bit curious to see how this would work. So this is what I picked up. Now, one of my beauty resolutions this year is to try more color more colorful looks, especially for the eyes. So I picked up a few products to kind of try more colorful looks. I picked up 3 eyeliners from NYX. I picked up 2 shades of the Vivid Brights eyeliner. There is a green which is called Escape, and then there is this light pink called Petal. And then I also picked up a felt tip eyeliner, and this is like in a dark green color. The exact color is called Teal, but it's basically like a bluish dark green, and this is a felt tip eyeliner. So those are the 3 eyeliners I picked up from NYX. And then keeping the whole colorful theme in mind, I also picked up 2 eyeshadow palettes which have like lots of colorful shades. Both of these are from Makeup Revolution, which is like my go-to brand for palettes, and I cannot resist picking up a few Makeup Revolution products in every sale. So this is the Redemption palette, and the shade name is Mermaids versus Unicorns, and I think you get 12 shades, and I really like the color selection here. And then I picked up another palette. This is the Pro Looks palette, and this is called Eat, Sleep, Makeup, Repeat. Talking of eyeshadow palettes, I also picked up the new Maybelline Rock Nudes palette. Mine looks a bit dusty because I just used this today for the makeup I'm wearing. I've done like a smoky eye, and this is mostly cool toned colors. There is one warm toned color in here, but it's mostly cool toned colors. And because I've used this once, I can kind of give you a quick first impressions review. The quality is not the best, which is something I have come to expect from Maybelline palettes, because the quality is not very consistent across the palette. Like some shades are quite smooth and pigmented, while some of the colors are quite chalky, really hard to get them to sit well on the eyes. Especially the shimmers in this palette are a little difficult to work with. That doesn't mean you can't do a nice look with these, but it's just not the best palette in terms of quality. If you like cool toned colors, if you like doing smoky eyes, you can definitely use this palette. Now I would say that it's quite beginner friendly because the colors are not too pigmented. So when you're working with darker colors, if the colors are super pigmented, you can end up going overboard, and then you don't know how to balance that out. But because the colors are a bit on the sheer side, you don't end up with a really intense look by just using the eyeshadows alone. So in that sense, I think it is a beginner friendly palette. So that is the Rock Nudes palette. I would be doing a tutorial for the look I am wearing today in this video. Moving on, I have 2 more palettes, and those are both face palettes. The first palette I picked up for the face is by Makeup Revolution, and this is the Golden Sugar 2 palette in Rose Gold. I've had this on my wish list for a very long time, but I think during the last sale this was sold out. I finally got my hands on it. This is a really super pretty palette. You've got 6 shades of highlighters and then 2 shades of bronzers here, and I think this would be so pretty for like party looks, for like wedding looks. And I have been planning to do 1 or 2 really dramatic proper wedding makeup looks, so I think I'm definitely going to be using this palette for that. And then the second palette I picked up is by Freedom, and this is the Pro Strobe Cream palette. It's basically a cream highlight and contour palette, and it comes with a brush of its own. I don't do a lot of cream contouring, but since my skin is a bit on the dry side at the moment, I thought I could experiment with that a little bit more. So this is the palette I picked up for that. You would be seeing this in videos very shortly. And then talking of cream contouring and highlighting, I picked up 5 shades of the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer. These basically come in a huge range of colors, and you've got concealers as well as correctors. So I picked up the orange corrector. Whenever I use a corrector in my videos, I end up using my MAC one, and a lot of people have been asking me to recommend something that's a bit more budget friendly as well as easily available. So I picked up the orange corrector from LA Girl. Then I also picked up the green corrector because I get redness, which is why I bought the green tinted primer from NYX also. So let's see how this one works for me. And then I picked up 3 products for doing like liquid cream contouring and highlighting. I picked up the concealer in the shade Toast, which is like a dark brown color. I think this would be good for contouring on my skin tone. And then I also picked up their yellow corrector. I also picked up the shade Pure Beige, which I can just use for regular concealing. For the nails, I have been liking lighter colors a little more lately, so I wanted to buy some nice pastel colors, and I've had a good experience with the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel Nail Polishes. These have a really nice finish, they look really pretty, and the only problem with these is that the gel-like glossy shine fades away after 3 or 4 days, but I have found a way to make that last. I use a top coat which is also from Sally Hansen, and that kind of enhances the shine and the wear time. So I picked up 2 of these shades. The first one is called All Chalked Up, and it's like a pale lavender color, and the second one is called Birthday Suit, which is like a lighter nude. Most of the nude shades that I have are not really very light, they're more like very similar to my complexion, and I wanted something a bit more pastel, so these are the 2 shades I picked up. Now coming to the last segment of this video, I picked up quite a few cheek products, 4 blushes and 1 bronzer highlighter duo. So this is the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer. This launched a while back. I do remember seeing this when I had gone to Lifestyle like sometime before Dussehra, I think it was, and I'd already bought quite a few things, so I didn't go for this back then, but L'Oreal was on discount, so I thought I'll try this out. It basically is a bronzer with a small strip of highlighter. I think this should work for people with light to medium skin. I don't think this would work very well for deeper skin because it's not a very dark color. Now coming to blushes, I decided to try out a few different brands which I've not tried before. The first one is Note, and this is a Turkish brand if I'm not wrong, and their packaging somewhat reminds me of the Giorgio Armani packaging. So this shade is called Pink in Summer. Next I picked up a blush from the brand Eleanor. This is also a new launch, and I'm not sure where this brand is from, but they've launched quite a few products on Nykaa recently. There is I think a foundation compact, there are a few blushes, there are lipsticks, and I think eyeshadow trios as well. So this shade is called Spring Rose. It's a really pretty kind of light coral pink, and I do see a very tiny hint of shimmer in there. I also picked up a pink blush from Rimmel. This is the shade Live Pink, and this looks like a really pretty luminous pink. There is definitely some shimmer there, although it's quite fine, but I think this would be a really nice brightening color. I have a real soft spot for pink blushes. I feel pink shades work best for my complexion. I don't have to do a lot to make them work for me, and a pink blush just always works in giving a healthier look to the face. And I wanted to get a few more shades from more drugstore brands which I can use in my tutorials instead of higher end blushes. And then the last product is a really pretty blush. This is by I Love Makeup, which is like a sub brand of Makeup Revolution, and this is the Blushing Hearts Triple Baked Blusher. It comes in a heart shaped cardboard packaging, and inside you have a baked blush with like 3 different shades of color. So that is all for this video. That is the last product. I've got lots of new makeup to play with, and I would be using all of these products in upcoming tutorials. So if you want to see how any particular product works on me, please stay tuned for tutorials that would follow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this whole video was fun for you. I'm going to put the links of all these products in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye.